Hello everyone, welcome to a nice little stream of the Atari 1200XL. It's been a long day at work today, and it's been an adventure in itself getting my system back set up. I took it down when we had our computer club meeting because I had to use all my cords for other purposes, and now we're just going to go ahead and, I'm not sure why I'm getting this weird color. Okay. If you've tuned in before, you've known that we're working our way through this book called Breakout, How Atari 8-Bit Computers Defined a Generation. And that's what we're doing. So we are currently still in the B's here. Looks like my notifications are working. And we are up to, one of my all-time favorite games. This is a Blue Max by Synapse Software from 1983. So let's load this bad boy up on the My IDE 2 flash cart. And that glorious, glorious sound lets you know that you're in for a treat. Turn down a bit on the TV so you're not overloaded with greatness. One thing I do need to do is go in here and select my abilities. Oh, looks like I need a refresher, huh? Let's try again. Oh, I gotta hit start. Something leads me to believe that maybe normal control is actually what I want and not reverse control. Okay, it is. Okay. Now I think we may run into issues here with the monster stick. Sometimes your cardinal directions. All right, there we go. Once you get it into the air, everything's good. But I do wish that the gate was easier to change on this monster stick, because I'd love to slap a four-way. Although I guess I would need the diagonals. I just need like stronger cardinal directions, I guess. But this is, this is one of the all-time greats for this system. This is the definitive port of this title. There was a port for the C64. If you want to look at a comparison I did, you can find that on our channel. Just search for port comparison, C64 versus Atari 8-Bit Blue Max. The C64 version looks a bit prettier but runs much slower. Your sprite is much bigger, but I really enjoy the sort of more twitchy gameplay with the Atari 8-bit port. So I did learn that you can actually beat this game. There's a way to, when you go to the city, to destroy a certain building and actually achieve the rank of Blue Max, which is pretty cool. That doesn't look good. See if we can go into the city. So this was my only, I hesitate to even call it an Easter egg find, but when I was growing up, when I just happened to hold right and discovered the city, I really felt like I'd stumbled upon a whole nother universe. I'm not sure how easily they expected people to be able to figure out the existence of the city. But I thought it was super cool in the days before the internet, and you know, I wasn't really getting any magazines at the time. I hadn't started to get Antic magazine yet, and so it was a real thrill to find the city. And I guess I'm gonna have to watch a playthrough to see exactly what you need to do to get to the end of the city, because eventually the city will just sort of run out of road, and you'll be forced back to the other areas, the river area. And so as you can see, we're turning away now, and we're going to come back here. So I don't really know. See, I've got my, I'm just not able, my movement is hampered because of being hit. You can see that M down there at the bottom of the screen, and now my my fuel is going to be running out, so I'm not long for the world here. But my bomb still works, so I can still keep racking up the big points. Maybe. Now my guns are down. And remember, I'm playing this on the novice difficulty. It's much more difficult when you play in the higher levels. Now I have all the systems are hit. So if I don't make this landing, it's game over. Oh, and it's game over anyway. Well, you know, I'll take it. We won't linger on Blue Max, because I've done several playthroughs of that. Let's move on, shall we? So we've got Boulder Dash next, which is a classic game. This is a 1984 release from First Star Software. Hey, Monolalia. Yeah, well, I think that has to do with the 3/4 perspective, you know. It is a weird, I always thought that they kind of looked like snails at some, you know, at some juncture. Let's look at Boulder Dash here. How are you doing, Monolela? Pretty funky tune. Showing off the pokey chip there. Okay, press button to play. So I think this originally appeared on the Apple II, although I could be wrong about that. It's a pretty smooth scroll there, going from one to the other. You don't see scrolling too often on the 1200XL. I guess you do, but that, I mean, it seems exceptionally smooth. Well, me too. Oh! Wasn't paying attention. Back to beginning. Yeah, that could be true. That could be true. You know, I would hardly call Blue Max a realistic flight simulator. Oh boy. Almost let it all go there. Look at your little guy. He's like an alien or something. Yeah, you got a point there. Okay, let's try and at least beat the first level here. Oh my gosh! Did I just do the same thing as before? Okay. I want to thank John Marshall, Computer Club member, for mailing me back my AV cable so I could do the stream this evening. Oh! I did the exact same thing 3 times in a row. That's unbelievable. How do I continue to be so dumb? Alright. Did it again. This time I will not do that. Okay, we're just going to take it. Oh! Did I die in the same place again? Did I just do the same thing? Oh my gosh. I think I have some sort of issue. I'm getting faster at the part that I know, though. Okay. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to go down, up. Okay. Grab that. No boulders can hurt me here. No! Alright, I'm done. Hate this game. Never playing it again. Up next, Bristles. This deceptively simple 32K Atari 8-bit original makes you a painter. So this is a, much like one of my favorite games, City Connection, arcade games. You are painting the a room while avoiding various elements, and there are elevators and things. This is a really fun game. I've played a lot of this. Page through all the games. Another First Star Software release. Yeah, you're not kidding. Monolalia. Where does your name come from? What is that derived from? I'm curious. Get some nutcracker going on here. Okay. Joystick. Oh, you got a bunch of different names to choose from. We'll go with Patrick. If I can get back to it. And we want skill 1. Okay. Select painters. Start. Begin. do have to remember how to play. Okay, yeah. So you're trying to cover the light pink places. Oh. And of course you've got a time. Okay, these. I'm remembering now. Nope. I love games like this though. This is like, this is the kind of game that's like a perfect game for me. Uh-oh, time's running down. All right, I did it. Barely. Nope. Did that on purpose. Get some more paint. Oh, managed to duck, but it's too late. I do like the fact that they utilize all of the Nutcracker suite in this game. Oh, stupid kid. Come on, come on. I'm not sure what the deal is with those words. Ah, interesting. Very interesting. I've got the candy cane, but I don't think that's a good thing. I think that means that I can't paint anymore. I'm not sure how I can get rid of this thing. Nope. Or does the candy cane... No, it doesn't make me invincible. Alright, I've lost the... It is kind of interesting, too, that you don't really have, you know, it's just time. Nothing can kill you, except for running out of time. Oh, you really got to hit those elevators right at the right times. Man, this game gets brutal after a while. My name comes from a They Might Be Giants song. I started going by that online handle on a whim, and it just kind of stuck. I've been going by Boat of Car since at least the early 2000s. It was my second online name. My first online name was Hajij, which was a sort of a play on El Hajjaj, which is a magic card. It's sort of like a swashbuckling Arabic fellow. But after September 11th, I was getting a lot of grief from having an Arabic sounding name. And so I just decided to change it up. And so I was really into They Might Be Giants. And I thought, Boat of Car, it sounds cool. And here we are, 20 years later. Now, the reason why Aaron calls me Boat is because he knows me. He knew me online first before he met me in person. And I guess he just didn't bother to learn my real name ever. So. Nope. Dead. Oh, I do have a jump. I need to utilize that. Oh, I feel like I just discovered a new mechanic too. I was able to like jump up into the elevator from below. Let's see if I can do that again. Maybe it was just a glitch. It's true. It's true. I've stuck with it and it served me well. Of course, it also helps that the online communities that I frequent are, I've had that, I've been on there, like Atari Age and places like that. I've just been Vodakar there forever. And so, but it is a little weird to have so many people in real life know me as Boat, because now people around here, like when I meet people in real life, like in Amiga Ireland or whatever, everybody's like, "Hey, Boat." And but there are a lot of Johns out there, and so it does make things a little bit easier. Oh, jeez. I really like this game. Kind of has a mappy flavor to it, I guess, because you're like doing stuff in a house. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. It's like, oh, I've got the candy cane. That's why I can't do anything. Well. Alright, we're done with Bristles. Bristles was fun until I started getting those candy canes, and it got less fun. Next, Bruce Lee. Datasoft, 1983. Now this game, boy, we've hit a patch of games here that I'm just a big fan of, so that's great. I'm a fan. So where are you at, Monalia? Are you in the States? You overseas? In the UK? Oh, Bruce Lee. All right. So this is your classic 8-bit beat 'em up. Germany. I have a friend from Dresden who's coming to visit at the end of October. I've only been to the former East Germany, but I'd love to go to Berlin. I'd love to go to the Black Forest. Especially do the whole Oktoberfest thing, but I'm sure that it's just touristomania, and it's probably actually the worst time to come to Germany. Also a fan of Nomos watches, which are made in glass shoot. I don't know how you say it, but But yeah, I would love to go. Hey, Picard. What's going on, man? Ah, man, they've both teamed up against me here. This is not what you want. When the green Yamo is just running the house, it's no good. Just drop right on the ninja. Oh. How's it going, Picard? Really? I figured that was required by law as being a German. That you have to participate in at least one Oktoberfest in your life. Strap on the lederhosen and listen to some accordion music. To me, that's like the best thing in the world. I mean, I'm not being facetious. That's an awesome cultural thing. Ooh. Yeah, I've cornered myself there again. I love the call of the green Yamo. They know I've beaten them here. Let's see, where do I go from here? I guess I go down. And then in? No. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. I forgot that, like, all the states are different. You know, so much of my conceptions about Germany come from the Bavarian area. And not so much anywhere else. Yeah, I mean, a long drive for me is 7 hours. Anything under 7 hours is like a medium-sized drive. 2 hours is a short drive, anything under 2 hours. Because, I mean, we're so vast. I can't exactly remember what I'm supposed to do here. Can't kick that thing. Oh, yeah. There we go. Drop on down. Oh, yeah, those things will tear you apart. Oof. All right, so yeah, that's Bruce Lee. It's a good game. I played it poorly. Don't take that as an indictment of the game. Let's do a couple more. How about a little bit of Captain Beeble? So this is the first game we've played that I'm not aware of. So this is an exclusive to the 8-bit. It was Canadian game. And it's a jetpack game. Looks sort of similar to Hero. Let's give this a go. Looks interesting. Captain Beeble. Huh. Maybe it was that copy protection. Were you playing on an ill-gotten gained copy? All my copies are ill-gotten. All right, Captain Beeble. There we go. Captain Beeble. All right. Looks cool. Were you mostly, oh boy, didn't expect that. Were you mostly a C64 guy growing up? Or girl, sorry, if you're a girl. I know you've got I think that's a picture, is that a picture of Daria on your thing? What happens when I go in here? Nothing. Maybe does that fuel my fuel? I don't know. That was lucky timing. I got a beeline. I was a big fan of Daria back in the day. I thought she was super cool. Aaron, he thinks I'm a loser for liking Daria, but I don't care what he thinks. I know. I'm getting there. Excuse me. Oh. I thought the theme song to Daria was pretty cool. It sort of encapsulates that that 90s alternative girl band type sound. Oh, I'm not gonna make that, that's for sure. Fatal collision. Oh. And that's the end. That's the game over. Let's do that one more time. I kind of like this. This is very indicative of this machine. When I was a kid growing up, I probably would have sunk hours and hours and hours into this thing. Once you know the course, it gets a little easier because you know what to look for. Although the fuel thing is disconcerting. Oh, so close. All the way back, of course. No checkpoints. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You never know what to make out of a game called Captain Beeble. But this one's all right. This one's all right. I like the physics. Oh, man. I should probably go low. Going high is probably a mistake. Oh, now that was just unfair. One more guy, I guess. Maybe two more guys. I don't know. Yeah. You really need a steady hand and a precision stick. I like this monster stick, but I need to get a better gate for it. Oh, that's the end of Captain Beeble. Let's move on. This is a single developer. Available solely as a 16K cartridge. Alright, up next is the Caverns of Khafka. And I need to blow my nose real quick. My nose is kind of stuffy. I'll be back. I won't make you live with that while I'm gone. Yeah, I'll bring the all right. Oh. Get the mic back going here. Okay. Now it's time for the Caverns of Khalifa. I don't think it's actually Khalifa. I think it's something else. Caverns of the Lost Miner, or Caverns of Khafka. Sorry, not even close. Robert T. Bonifacio. Okay. I think I have played this before. And if memory serves, it's very difficult. This was the type of game, when I was lusting after Super Mario Brothers, I'd try to trick myself into thinking that this was similar kind of a platformer. Okay, it is button to jump, which is nice. Oh. Let's see. Not sure how the lives work in this game. See where I've lost 3 times, or maybe that's how many men I have left. I don't know. Boy, that up and down the ladder animation leaves something to be desired. Kind of fell through the physics there. Not sure if this is supposed to be possible or not. Okay, yeah, that is men. Still, this is a very ambitious title. I have a feeling this would be a good ZX Spectrum title. You can just see this rendered in the colorful hues of the Spectrum. Ah. What are you doing over there, Picard? What's new in Finland these days? Oh. Come on. Get up in there. All right. Yeah, that's very true. C16, absolutely. Nope, down to the last life. Rainy, eh? Still incredibly hot here. It was 93 when I came home. This isn't good that I'm not able to really progress past the first zone of this. Although, that's probably more down to me and my horrible abilities as a player than anything the game has to offer. I need to get down there and just get going. I'm just curious what's across that wide bridge. Oh, I have a duck. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, that was just a waste. Nope. Stay away from Elite Dangerous. Why? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm staying away from this game. I need to turn off the dehumidifier. I'll be back. Yeah, I was not a fan of that game. That was not doing it for me. It kind of reminded me of Hangar 18 on the Amiga a little bit. You know, that really small sprites, but just incredibly difficult. Let's move on. Let's move on to Caverns of Mars. So we'll end with this one. We're going to end on a high note. Caverns of Mars, for those of you that don't know, that are longtime viewers of our channel, the very first episode of ARG Presents was Atari 1200XL, or the Atari 8-bits, and it was a Caverns of Mars and Mule. What kind of issues are they having, Picard? I was thinking about maybe firing up Elite a little later tonight. Not too far. This is one of the more annoying title screens of all time. Just that, I don't know who thought that was a good idea. But the game is so good. Especially playing it on this CRT. You're losing some of the color just because the composite signal generated by the Atari, just all the multitude of capture cards that we've tried just don't know what to do with it. It's a glorious, glorious game. I believe that this was coded by a kid that was in his teens, and this was the first game on the Atari Program Exchange. Quickly running out of fuel here. Oh, wow. Ran out of fuel. So here you just sinking down towards the bottom. All right, here we go. Oh. So just like in Super Metroid, you have to escape from whence you came. Come on, get me out of here. All right, made it. Why would they reward you from doing a self-destruct? Oh, jeez. Ah, I'm not gonna make it. Boom. Huh. Interesting, Picard. All right, well, that's been Caverns of Mars, and that's been my Atari 8-bit stream for the evening. So it's been kind of a light crowd here, but I appreciate you all coming out And if you enjoyed the stream, please feel free to drop me a like, as they say. And this evening I may be back for some late night modern gaming. I'm not sure what I'll do, but what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to set up a tape player for the Spectrum. As you can see here, I've got a 48K Spectrum, and I've been using an Android phone with an app called Specky Tapes to load various games, but I want to use the real deal. We've been very, very fortunate that people have sent us a whole big pile of Spectrum games, and I want to use the real tapes, because I mean we're having to load in real time anyway with the Android phone, so we might as well load off the actual tape itself. I think that will add something to the experience. So anyway, I'm going to get that set up. Anyway, Montanalia, thank you for hanging out. I say hello to your 800XL. My 1200XL says hello. I'll show you a little picture of that here. Right there. I've got the JVC TM A13SU broadcast monitor. Pumping out glorious NTSC and PAL. So it's been a good time. And I'll see you guys later on. Thanks for hanging out with me too, Picard. See you later. Adios.